All right, here we go. 3414 TFL. It's a little breezy, but we'll do what we got, right? Let's drop her in gently, just for the fuck of it. Oh, forgot to drop that turn fin. Let me bring her back. Oh, my collet came loose. Or my prop came off. Come on. Come on. Oh, did I forget to tighten my collet? I might have, because I still have the prop. Let's see. Pretty sure I forgot to tighten that collet. Let's check. I'll untape her and we'll see. 100% guys, 100% I forgot to tighten the collet. I greased her up a little bit before I came. Oop. Okay. So while I'm taping her down, I'll talk about why I used a 3/16 shaft with a step down to a 1/8, and that's exactly the reason why. Because the last thing I want is to sell you a boat that's technically almost ready to run, and you grease up your shaft and you forget to tighten your collet, and you have what happens to me. But the problem is, if it's just a 1/8 shaft all the way through, it'll come out from right here, whoop, and you lose everything. So with a 3/16 shaft, it actually stops right over there, and all that can happen is basically it spins on empty, like it just did. You just rescue it, bring it back, tighten your collet, and you're good to go. I mean, there's a downside to that, because every time you want to take out your shaft, you have to take out the strut with it. So you lose your tune, you know? But I'd rather you lose your tune than you lose your shaft. That's what she said. She's reading. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Drop that turn fin a tad. All right, boys. There you go. She also sounds better. All right. Let's see if we can get some shots of her. Okay. What was that? Power cut. Yep. Power cuts. Power cuts with the 3414. Let's check temps. Let's check temps. Why not? Power cuts. That was weird. Nothing feels hot right here, so I brought the heat gun, so we'll give it a check. This is what sucks about tuning boats, guys. You know, you're constantly taping and untaping, but that's just the nature of tuning. And I'll tell you, when you're tuning full-size boats, a lot of the times, trailering and untrailering. So I'd rather tape all day than fucking retrieve and trailer. What was it? A little smoke right there. Let's check what we got here. Motor 139. Whoo! ESC 75. Back of the can, top of the can, 136. I don't know. I don't think this prop can do too much. I think it's a little too much for her. I think it's a little too much for her. Let's see how fast she went. Let's see. I don't think she went that fast. I would say 35 max. All right, guys, stop. And of course, app always freezes on me. Stop. Read. 35, I was right. That sucks. That sucks. All right, all right. Not happy with that at all. Not happy with that at all. That sucks. It's all right. It's all right. We'll play with this one. We know this one does 35 all day. So we'll play with this one. Check CG. That looks okay. All right. Throw the GPS in. All right, guys, let's see how this one runs. We got the GPS tracking. Should do about the same as that other one, but that other one I was hoping for a lot more. I was hoping for a lot more. There's like a pipe in the water or something. It's like jumping on something over there. Full trigger in that turn almost. There's the battery. There's the battery. That 1400 pack goes quick. All right, everybody. Welcome back to the garage. Welcome back. Just got back from the park pond, and obviously epic failure with this red hydro. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna swap motors out. I was gonna take the motor out of my mini Dom, but then I have this 2845 Leopard. Ironclad is running this Leopard in his hydro. I ran it in my white hydro that I threw it in the water. Right over here, we have a 2958 Rocket, and this should bolt right up, except that this is an 1/8 inch shaft, and these are all 4mm shafts. So that collet right there is for a 4mm. Just got to look through my stuff to see if I have a 1/8 shaft to a 0.130 cable, and if so, we'll be back in business tomorrow morning, and we'll do that test run and try to get that 1414 ABC 3-blade, try to get that going. So with that said, let's hop into this. I'm going to pop out this motor, I'm going to pop this guy in, and we'll move it along. I have to solder these connections on, shortened them up so they can fit because I don't have any 90s. And we'll get this back on and we'll try it out. All right, we got this motor fitted up. We're going to start cinching these bolts down. Line the motor up. I had to had to trim the cables out of the motor significantly because I don't have any 90s, and I don't even think 90s would have worked because there's no room to really tuck anything in for the most part, so I had to shorten it. Even if I did have 90s, I would have had to shorten it. By the way, this is just an old flex cable that I welded a 4mm socket on, and it accepts these hex drivers. I just put a rubber hose at the end of it. Works good enough. Okay, let's see, can we get this motor in? Can we get these wires in is what I meant. Okay, one, let's just hope we don't have to swap them. Here we go. Let's start plumbing it all up. Seeing how she runs. I really hope I don't have to swap any of these wires, or else we're gonna be fucked because I cut them way too short. Well, I cut them as short as I had to because if you can see, there's no room in there. No room in there. All right. That was a challenge, but it's in. It sounds fucking crazy. So I'll let you guys hear it in a second. Let me just tighten this one up. Had to move some plumbing around. Had to do some soldering, some shortening of wires. Realistically, should have taken out the motor mount and brought it all the way down, even more. I got another 5-6 millimeters to drop it. All right. There you go. We'll try it again tomorrow morning. Tune back in.